I want to be a legitimate creator for Ragnarok Online 3. I want to cover it from right now. All right, let's talk about row 3.
Okay.
So, I'd like to talk to you guys about Ragnarok Online 3. We showed the trailer for it. It was absolutely amazing. This is the Kron King Erkulez' favorite MMORPG of all time. Contrary to popular belief, it is not World of Warcraft. Ragnarok Online is the best packaged game, I think, with the best social kind of aspect, a really great community. Extremely popular in the Philippines and Brazil, places like that. It's South Korean made. It's by Gravity. It kind of has really pretty Final Fantasy-esque graphics. The colors in this game are absolutely amazing. I've already signed up, Maureen. Stop talking shit. All right? Maureen's always talking shit, bro. I know the closed beta started today, Maureen. I'm on it. I'm trying to make a video here. All right? For those that are not on board, and you're not late for the closed beta test because it's only been released to Asia. So those of us that are on NA, parts of EU, we're still more than ahead. But anyway, ro3global.com is their main website. You can join their Discord from here, and you can pre-register now by putting in an email. I would put in like 50 emails, put in some emails for me. If you get a key and you send me one, me love you long time. They have a official YouTube channel for Ragnarok Online 3. It's youtube.com/Ragnarok Online 3 Global. But the best website that you want to really get into is this ro3global.com and join the Discord server. The Discord has the most up-to-date things. There's a lot of really, really cool things that are happening with this game, and I really like the direction that they're taking. They have an Instagram page that is, as expected, 821 followers with 3 posts. This thing's not really getting updated. Most games, I'm a big Instagram user, so it's my favorite social media platform. However, I follow all these games on Instagram, and they never update their Instagram pages. So, worst place for information. There's also something called Joymaker. I now have an account. As you can see, it says Erkulez, and I got a little picture that I selected there of some kind of character. So these are your featured topics, and this has become kind of like the modern day official forum for Ragnarok or row 3 or whatever. They put all their updates here on all the things that they got going on and are doing. So like when they dropped the trailer, the official trailer, there was an announcement that was made here, and then they just kind of drop current announcements, but I'm not sure if this is for all the other servers as well, or if it's just like a row 3 thing, but I guess it has options to post videos, photos. This is like a big forum for row 3. That being said, we're going to go to the main topic, which is the Discord server, right? There it is, the Discord server. So if you go into server news right here on the Discord server, you're going to find this post that has everything you need. It has the website, which is repeated down here. It has their YouTube channel. It has their official Instagram, and it has the Joymaker community, which I suggest you register to and become a part of. And then this is where the meat and potatoes are going to start, right? So they did kind of like a trial for Asia, and then they were doing another trial, which I thought would be released to everyone else. And turns out, ta-da, it's for Asia again. But I'm going to go ahead and read this, and then we'll talk about it a little bit, B. It says, "Hi there, I'm you, the producer of Ragnarok Online 3. Right now, I'm typing this with a heart that's somewhat between sky-high excitement and full of panic." Why would you be panicked and excited, you? But I can finally say it. The very first Pioneer test for row 3 is about to begin, which is like a beta. Super exciting news. Before anything else, let me take a deep bow on behalf of our entire team. Since we released the gameplay demo, you've overwhelmed us in the best possible way. The outpouring of support and curiosity has reminded us how much this IP means to so many of you. This is a very special IP for a lot of people like myself. This is where I did a lot of my community building in middle school and early stages of high school. This was like a very beautiful, fun MMO that offered really amazing PvE, PvP, a social aspect. They had marriage systems that whatever character you married, you could use special skills for. War of Imperium, like guild versus guild, was awesome. PvP was awesome. This game was just really, really good. Says, to be honest, your anticipation has been both deeply moving and a little nerve-wracking. It feels like we spent ages wrapping up a gift we can't wait for you to open. We want to show you everything, but at the same time, we worry it's still a bit too rough to live up to what you're hoping for. That's important, right? I think that the developer understanding that there is a massive expectation for this game and that they are trying or striving toward living up to the player's expectation of renewing this MMO classic is a good thing. It's really good that they are very aware that there is high expectation for this game. Every single comment has been read, probably more times than is healthy. Every repost brought a tear to our devs' eyes, followed by furious bursts of coding. Your kind words are about our visual style, gameplay, art, music, and the best reward our team could ask for after countless sleepless nights. It's nice to know that they're saying that they are reading all of the comments, that they are staying updated with all of the community feedback and immediately turning around and coding in accordance with what the community is demanding or expecting of the game. I think this sets the bar really high, and it gives me a lot of hope for this game being amazing. Says, that said, we've heard the hard questions too, and we take them seriously. Topics like pay to win, auto battle mechanics, performance, job balance, and power scaling have been at the center of our daily discussions from day one. Your honest feedbacks holds us accountable to our original vision to create a game that you'll want to play for decades. This is a huge line. Why? Because the auto battle mechanics are something that the community has been highly against from what I've been reading within the general chat. The biggest topic, however, is pay to win, right? People don't want a system in which you can pay to create things out of nothing, which is the biggest takeaway that I've seen staying updated with general chat and reading what people are putting up, right? So I never thought about it this way, but it's really interesting because they have pretty much come out and said in this general chat between back and forth, veteran role players, that there is a difference between paying to win in the form of buying gold or currency within the game from other players, which is against TOS for most games, and paying the game developer directly, because one of those options involves somebody physically farming the loot or killing 10,000 of a certain monster in order to gain one item and you to be able to buy that item off them or something like that. The item still needs to be legitimately achieved in the game by players versus being able to buy something from a place like the Pearl Shop in Black Desert Online or their Kafra shop in Ragnarok, where an item that is really powerful is instantly created out of thin air and does not have to be farmed, which means that if people want to pay to win, or like let's say that you offer a currency that people can purchase and then that currency can be used for things in game, and a player achieves something and trades you that very strong item for that currency that you paid real dollars for, then therein a balance is created because the item still needed to be farmed and it was traded for this currency. You see what I'm saying? It wasn't just created out of thin air, because there will always be a finite amount of that item that needs to be legitimately earned in game by players, versus if you're just able to buy like a really strong helmet or sword or armor or whatever from a cash shop, then anyone that has the money can attain it instantly and it doesn't have to be earned in game, therefore creating a very skewed power balance where people that are willing to pay can just create these items out of thin air in endless quantity. So that's been like a big part of the discussion involved around the pay to win aspect of this. But we'll keep on going with his original notes. This will be a little bit of a long-winded video, but again, I really, really want to get to the meat and potatoes of this because I really love this game. As someone who's been in the industry for a long time, I've learned not to make promises lightly, but here's something I can say. Row 3 is being built on the spirit that made the original Ragnarok Online something unforgettable. We're not just remaking a classic, we're building a new Row world for adventurers. We'll keep some surprises up our sleeves for now, but we're looking forward to your feedback once you finally get to step into the world we've created. That's very interesting. I wonder what the hell that's going to mean. If that means that everything is going to be new. From what I've seen, the classes look the same, maybe adding a little bit of new skills to them. A lot of the monsters look the same. I wonder if they're going to change what the cards that the monsters drop do, because that's going to throw off the community a ridiculous amount. So I hope that they keep the things that are being ported in from the original Ragnarok the way they were in the original Row to not confuse the veteran player base, which is going to be the vast majority of their player base, and that they just add new monsters and add new items and add new things so that it still resembles the game that we fell in love with. Ragnarok Origin was a massive pay to win. I agree, Mayreen. I think I touched that for a little bit as well. Now, let's talk about the upcoming Pioneer Test, which kicks off August 12th. That is in 4 days. I think they released this early, by the way. There's something I need to be upfront about. This test might be even more Pioneer than you expect. To us, Pioneer Test means the first meeting that's far from flawless. This version of Row 3 is still a long way from the dream version we're chasing, but we couldn't just wait any longer to share it with you, even if that means inviting you into a world that's still finding its feet. Here's what you should know before jumping in. Limited content. We have to make some tough calls due to our development schedule. In the first phase of the Pioneer Test, we focus on polishing the core systems rather than cramming in as much as possible. That means the playable content will be a bit light. You'll have access to third jobs, the Guild League, and 10-player dungeon, Divine Realm. Oh, shit, son. Did you hear that, B? They're adding a 10-player dungeon called the Divine Realm.
Sounds interesting.
And I did see that in the trailer. Like, if you noticed, there was like a Final Fantasy-esque battle where there was a tank heal mechanic going on, and there was AoE circles all over. So I think they're adding like mini raids, like 10-player raids. So think like Karazhan in WoW Classic or TBC. I think that's what they're talking about. They're adding like legit raid content to the game, which is mind-blowing, bro, for a game like Ragnarok. I think it's going to be really tough. Other features like large-scale guild wars, 5-player dungeons. 5-player dungeons, bro. Oh, this is going to be so freaking sweet. The vendings are still under development and will be rolled out in future phases. Endlessly hype about this. Server limitations. To ensure the game runs as smoothly as possible, the servers won't support a huge number of players or multiple zones just yet. This test will run in time sessions with limited slots. We know this might disappoint some of you, but instead of having everyone stuck in laggy queues, we'd rather provide a stable experience during the test. We'll pause between sessions to do some under-the-hood maintenance and gradually open up more regions and times. We're truly sorry for the odd hours and limited access, but we're already working on improving it. Seriously, we are. This is kind of interesting. I don't know what I'm more of a fan of, B. Like the WoW style servers where it's like you make a character on this server and you can only play on this server. And then within that server, in order to sustain a large population, they layer it. So there's a chance that you can be in the same exact spot, in the same exact place in the game, and not see someone else that is standing where you're standing because they're in a different layer. Or if I like the old school kind of row thing where you go in there and if you're on the same spot, like, you know, you can tell your friend, yo, I'm over here, and they go over there and you see them right away. There's no layering aspect. Or if I like the RuneScape style servers where you have like 400 servers to pick from, and then we normally have a server that we always play in, and then you just go to that server and you know that your friends are going to be at X or Y location on that server because that's the one you guys always play on. What do you think about the servers? What do you like more, B?
See, like in the WoW sense, I do like the one server deal, but it got, I don't know, it got with like competition for mining nodes and gathering nodes. It got too crowded. But in Row, you really don't have competition for stuff like that, right?
You're right.
Other than like hunting monster drops, I could see where things get crowded. I don't know. Maybe the RuneScape channel or like video channel system might be the
That's
best
what I
way.
was gonna say, man. I'm honestly a huge fan of that system. Like BDO has a lot of servers. Like I always like to play in Balin 06, but now I'm understanding that the game has certain drop advantages and things in other servers. But I'm a huge fan of the RuneScape thing where like we know this is our world. Like where you at? I'm in Varrock, I'm in Falador, I'm here, I'm in Camelot, whatever.
Right.
And I know to find you in the world that we play, you know? And then if you go hunting, like if you go killing mobs or you go leveling and there's people where you are, then you server hop, you know? But for the most part, you have a generalized server that you and your friend group like to play on, you know, or that
And
your
then
guild or your clan is normally on.
right, and the RuneScape aspect, like you have right now, it's like 500 something worlds to play on, and
Yeah.
each world has a very specific task. Like World 422 is for this one mini game, Temperos, right? And
Yeah.
World 420 is for the Blast Furnace. And when you go there, like, you know, you can still do other parts of the game, but it's just that one world is kind of dedicated where all the population on that one world is at the Blast Furnace, right? So it's
That's
I think that system kind of like solves a lot of problems and complications.
I think so too, man. Like if WoW used a system like that, you can go do anything in the world. But if you had a system where it's like, this is the dungeon server. Everyone
Right.
that's in this server is trying to find groups to do dungeons. This is the PvP server. Everyone that goes here is trying to like throw
Exactly.
down in
So just like
PvP.
in BDO, you go to that dungeon channel. It's just the same game, but just a different channel.
Yeah, you create like hubs where people can easily find themselves, you know, to do the activity that the
Right.
server falls under. That'd be cool. I like that. I wonder how they're going to do the servers, what size they're going to support. I like that they're transparent and that they're coming out and saying like we want to let you guys see the game. We want you to test the game, but we're letting you know right now it is very very far from being a polished game.
They're saying keep your expectations low when you're
Yeah,
going
for
into
now.
for the play test.
Yeah, and they're telling you that there's a grand scheme in the background that's going to be absolutely amazing, but they're going to show you a very rough version of the total project, which is, I think, what games like Chrono suffered from, that they didn't openly express that it was going to be trash when it came out. Like the servers were going to be buggy and all this, you know?
And plus, they're not it's not like a buy-in beta, right? Like you don't have to buy an account or like, you know, buy the game to play beta access. It's like,
Yeah.
from what I understand, it's they're releasing it and it's free to play. It's, you know, make free account and just tell us what you think.
Yeah, I think so. It's pretty dope, man. And then they say limited stability. This version is still growing up, so expect some weird, funny, or downright confusing bugs. We hope you'll be patient with us. And if you're frustrated, feel free to vent on Discord. Just please don't uninstall the game just yet. That's a solid line from a developer. And what's up, Mushi?
It really
You guys
does
are talking
sound
about
like as when WoW Classic first dropped in 2019, they said that WoW Classic is supposed to be a love letter from the devs to the community of how Classic used to be, right? And I think that's a
Yeah.
very good phrase of what this is supposed to be. Like this new row, it's supposed to be like a love letter to what we know, what row was and what we grew up with.
yeah. Nostalgia is definitely part of the works.
Correct.
But I'm going to be going through this real quick, guys. Sorry about not being as active in chat. What's up, Mushy Ice? I'm going to finish this up, though, because I got a lot to go through, and this is really good information that I want to I want to be a legitimate creator for Ragnarok Online 3. I want to cover it from right now before the actual like international beta's out. I want to start making videos on it. I want to make update videos as updates come out, and I want to play it. I want to make guides for it. Again, this is my favorite MMORPG of all time, and I really, really want to give it the love that I think that it deserves. They said limited test slots. Why so stingy with the invites? We're not trying to be. The truth is your enthusiasm totally blew past our expectations. And right now the servers can only take so much. We're working hard to expand capacity. And in the meantime, we'll be handing out fried friend codes. I could have sworn I read fried chicken there, bro. I don't know why I'm hungry. We'll be handing out friend codes through various surprise events across our official channels. Seriously, we're not baiting you this time. Keep those fingers off the scroll bar. They said, here's the deal. We'll be dropping friend codes every week through events on our official Facebook, Discord, and Joymaker community. I need to go join their official Facebook community because I want a friend code for sure. And later, we've got even more codes lined up, ranking prizes for speed runs, events tied to the Guild League, and the 10-player Dungeon Divide Realm. What's up, Pseudo? Hold on, we're going through some stuff. Don't worry if you're not the MVP. This is what carry squads were made for. All right. As for the one thing everyone's been asking, when is the full release? Honestly, the team is stuck on a daily tug of war between let's launch it now and wait. We're seriously going to show people this. So it looks like there's a lot of internal struggle going on whether or not they want to invite more people.
Launch it now. It sounds like they're pretty far in the development, like more than they lead on to be.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I think that they're taking very much precautions to like not build it up too much so that like when people play it, they instantly, like he said on in the post there, instantly uninstall it because it's not a finished game or
that's what I think it is.
Taking a humble approach and like that.
Yeah, I think they're kind of ready, but I think that they want to release the most polished product. Like they want it to be a smashing success of a release. They want it to be like, damn, the servers can handle the player base, the bugs are kinked out, everything is good. There's no game breaking thing because something like you remember, that I'm not even going to talk about that, but yeah, there's things that can happen within servers that could be something that the devs did not anticipate and could break the server, essentially, or the game early on. And then playing cleanup is much worse than getting it right the first time.
I think I know what you're leading on to, and I do agree with what you were going to say. It's a lot of like a bug that turns into a game-breaking thing, and since so many people have it, it's hard to take it away.
Yeah, you can't reset it. Once it's loose, or once people used it to make a ton of money or do something, it's hard to know.
Type deal.
Exactly, and it's hard to know how much of what you have was caused by the abuse of this bug. And then if they take everything away, then you're pissed and you don't want to play the game again. And depending on how far it got out and how many people used it, then they take everybody's shit away. And the last thing that they want to do is full reset a server, and then it's going to go really bad. And no, it's not duping, Abu. It was something else that was crazy. We'd rather take the time to slow cook something delicious and then serve you a half-baked dish, which is pretty much what we gather from this. If we're going to bring back that classic row flavor, we want to make sure that it's one worth remembering. My Discord is now 24-hour complaint ready standby. I hope you'll drop by and say something, anything. Praise fuels me for a whole day. Criticism that gets me into a war room meeting before sunrise. Row 3 is still a little rough, a little wobbly, but we're building it together with you. Every single comment, even a blunt, this game is trash, helps us improve. Damn. Though, if you could throw a butt afterwards, that would really warm our hearts. Thank you for sticking around while we raise this slightly chaotic version of Row 3. It means the world to us that you're willing to grow alongside it. We'll be waiting for you in-game. Don't leave us hanging. You, Row 3 producer, currently running on excitement, caffeine, and mild panic. As one of the people that's making content on this game, I hope you watch this video. Give your boy a key, brother. Give me a friend invite, a friend code. I need to make the contents, bro. And then we had this right here, a gift for every true Row fan. Everyone, the long-awaited Ragnarok 3 Online is launching a small-scale closed test, officially referred to as the Pioneer Test. This would be limited Free data wipe test, which will be prepared in this fact. Okay, so they're pretty much going to let everybody in. They're going to let everybody play, level up, farm, do whatever, and then they're going to wipe your account. So that's cool. The Pioneer test begins August 12, 2025 at 1700 GMT +8. Servers will be open on Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturdays from 1700 to 2200. So it looks like they're running really closed hours, really small amount of time. The game will be inaccessible outside of those times. Which regions are supported? This is the part that broke my heart right here. Taiwan, Hong Kong, Macau, Thailand, Indonesia, Singapore, Malaysia, the Philippines, and South Korea. More regions will be available after the official launch. So, no love for NA whatsoever. What languages are supported? Simplified Chinese, Traditional Chinese, Thai, Indonesian, English, and Korean. So I guess they are supporting English on the client right away. So if somebody could give me a friend code, me love you long time. What platforms are supported? This test is PC only. I wonder if they just added that to just say that it's PC only, or if they're planning on making this a console game. I hope that that's not the case.
Well, I think because mobile is big in Asia as well.
Yeah, and they did drop a big mobile game. So
yeah, correct.
Yeah. How do I log in? Log in using a Joymaker account via email or phone number. No other login methods are supported. So I showed earlier in this video how to get on their official Joymaker and make an account on there. So all those links will be in the video description of this video. Just make sure that you have a Joymaker account ready so that when they do send out a link and you do gain some access to this, you can utilize your friend code. Each Joymaker account can be bound to only one friend code. Once bound, the friend code becomes invalid for further use. Friend codes are valid for 7 days from the time they are assigned. Please remember to activate yours promptly. A Joymaker account bound to a friend code can access all rounds of the Pioneer test. Example, if you join round 1, you can continue playing in round 2 and the same account, no need to reapply. Okay, so it looks like not only are they holding a 3-day test for 5 hours, right? 3 days, 5 hours, but the code expires in 7 days. So you have 5 hours to play for 3 days if you get lucky enough to be invited to the beta. So very much a tight ship they're running and a very close beta. I don't think we need to go over any more of this. If you're wondering what are the system requirements recommended, you need CPU should be an Intel Core i5-13420H or better, 16 gigs of RAM, DDR4 at 3200 megahertz, a terabyte of storage, SSD. They recommend 1050 Ti GPU, and then AMD requirements, a Ryzen 5 753 5HS or better, or the Ryzen 5 5600H. Same RAM requirements, same storage, 1050 Ti or a Radeon RX 6400. So it looks like the requirements aren't super, hard. And then they announced here, again, more heartbreak that all the Pioneer slots have been filled for the beta test. We sent out email invitations to selected adventures. If you're qualified, be sure to check announcements in Row 3 Discord's Pioneer Council channel regularly. Don't miss out on important updates, yada, yada. And then they said here, right, Dear Adventurers, the Pioneer test for Ragnarok Online 3 is now live. The game is still in development. The version does not represent the final product. Once again, don't shit on the game because of the beta. They're just giving you early access to a very rough version of the game. Throughout the testing phase, our dev team will work hand in hand with adventurers like you to shape and refine the experience. The Pioneer test will roll out multiple phases, each unlocking new features and gameplay content. They mentioned that earlier, that if you get a friend code, you'll have access to like the phase 1 beta, and then they're going to drop a phase 2 beta, which is going to unlock more content, and you'll be able to use the same friend code to rejoin the second version of the Pioneer test. So I guess they're going to kind of hold your account and let you keep doing that until the wipe. The start time is August 12th. So you were wrong about that, Mayreen. Since you like to call me out on shit, I'm calling you out right now. I've been keeping up with this. So they did say that they released the Pioneer test, but it says right here that it doesn't start till August 12th at 1700 GMT plus 8. Available every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday from 1700 to 2200. Limited free-to-play data wipe test. Regions are, as mentioned before, these in Asia. You have to use the friend code. It's just reiterating some of the stuff. Ooh, this is exciting. Let's see, B. Test content highlights. 7 third jobs. This phase introduces 7 third jobs like Rune Knight, Warlock, Ranger, Archbishop, Guillotine Cross, Mechanic, Royal Guard, Archbishop, Royal Guard. Each come with 2 builds. You'll be able to choose your favorite one by completing a job, change quest instantly, jump in to level 99. So it looks like they're not worried about novices, first job classes like mages, thieves, acolytes. They're not worried about second job classes like assassins, rogues, hunters. They're not worried about trans classes like snipers or sin crosses or anything. They want to test the third job right away. It looks like that's the big focus of the testing, or else I don't know why they did this. I don't know if you're still going to have as a third job all the other skills, because that seems like an overwhelming amount of skills, right? If somebody gets a beta key and has not previously played Row, they're going to be overwhelmed with a level 99 third job and like a shitload of skills. So I wonder what they're doing about that. If they're just opening it up with only third job skills and they want to push test those. On the 12th for sure, I got to find out what time that is for our time. I'm definitely going to be looking on Twitch and YouTube and trying to see somebody stream that so I can watch it and do some react to it, man, because honestly, super excited about this. More job builds will be added in the future to support the journey. We're also enabling card, equipment, Remnant Echo, and more systems. I don't know what a Remnant Echo system is, but it looks like you're going to be able to farm cards, slot them in your equipment, and kind of play Roll the old school way, which is awesome. Divine Realm. The limited time 10-player dungeon Divine Realm opens during the test. Deep within the Divine Realm slumbers. Now I understand why they did it. So it looks like they're dropping you in as a 99 third job because they want you to test the raid. They want you to go straight in there and test the dungeon with a specific build. It's going to let you pick your Royal Guard build and then take it in there, whether you're going to be a tank or DPS or whatever. Unlock time starts with the test August 12th. Entry requirement, base level 99, 6 to 10 players. So you can 6-man it. It looks like you need 6 in a party to be able to access the dungeon, which means that I think they're implying that once you get Mondo geared in the game, you can 6-man the 10-man dungeon. Does that sound like that's what they're implying? Each featuring your boss. Okay, so you have a list of bosses you can fight here. Okay, so they have a normal mode and then they're going to have a hard mode. So they're going to have a heroic version to the raid for those of us that are WoW players. That's really good. Each boss presents unique mechanics that will test your team's coordination, which is really awesome. It looks like they're taking classic Row and going from the original kill the MVP. It has like an earthquake, or it has this one mechanic, to adding several boss mechanics that you need to evade, dodge, or coordinate your buffs or debuffs with your team to survive. This is looking amazing, dude. Their first clear rewards and personal rewards, the first clear team will be enshrined in the Hall of Fame. What? Bro, I want this so bad, dude. Oh, we would be able to go and become Hall of Famers when the actual game launches, dude. This is really cool. I think that it's really cool that they're doing this. The one gripe that I have with this is that they're only opening it up to Asia. I think that NA needs a turn. I think they need to put Asia down and open it up to NA and let us go in there and let us try to become Hall of Famers too. And then they need to open it up to EU. If they're opening it up in such small piles, I think that they need to give us turns, because it's not fair that the Asian players have a shot at first clearing this and becoming Hall of Famers and then having a monument or something built for them in game when the rest of the world doesn't get that opportunity. And we love the game just as much as they do. So it'd be really cool if they did this for NA and then they did it for EU. That would be really sick. Each boss's first clear reward can only be claimed once. If you clear a boss in hard mode, you'll also receive the first clear reward for its normal mode. counterparts. That's crazy. Okay. So there's definitely some tryhards that are going to go straight for a hard mode clear so they can nab both rewards. These rewards include tons of diamonds. Personal rewards are automatically granted after defeating the boss, consuming one reward attempt. Attempts reset daily. You'll have a chance to earn diamonds, epic equipment, level 90 craft materials, and random orange remnant echoes and more. So this line right here makes it seem like they're still going to wipe it. Like you can get these world first, but you're still going to wipe it. So I think that we need to watch these people play in Asia, take notes, understand all the boss mechanics, and then immediately try hard for endgame to try and achieve world first at one of these things. This is going to be a really difficult thing to do, but if you know life it, you have a chance. Royal Guard recommended setup: 1 Royal Guard as tank, 2 Archbishops as healers, and 2 Rangers. Activate Windwalk plus 5 DPS. So there's limited classes. They recommend 1 tank, 2 healers, and 2 DPS, which is different because WoW is like, you have your tank, healer, and 3 deeps. They want 2 deeps, double heals, which makes sense because if you understand how healing works in Ragnarok Online, healing is not as powerful as it is in other MMOs. And I think this means that the boss fights are going to be stretched out a lot longer. Like, I don't think it's going to be a 5-minute or 8-minute boss fight like in other MMOs. I think it's going to be like a 30-minute boss fight. But we'll see when the test comes out. During the Pioneer test, Guild League battles will be held 3 times a week. So they're opening up WoW right away, which is freaking awesome, dude. Schedules Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturdays from 20 to 20:30, which means that while you're playing the beta test, if you really want to get the full view of the game, you're going to have to do War of Imperium as well. And you're going to have to partake in this, which means that the time, I think the Pioneer test or the beta is designed for you to go in on a max level character, immediately try to clear the 6 to 10 man raid, try to get world first on that, then try to do the hard version of it once you loot up and you gear up a little bit better, and then go straight into War of Imperium so that you can maximize your time every day. The format is divided into a main battlefield and sub-battlefield, but only the main battlefield will be available during this phase. The main battlefield supports 40 players. Holy shit, this is interesting. With 2 guilds fighting for control over 3 strongholds. Fire Mountain, water ownership, each stronghold determined by the number of players present from each guild. You can capture the strongholds or escort flags to reduce the opposing guild's points. The core strategy: seize the flag and escort it to your own stronghold and deal a major blow to your enemy score. Each guild begins with 3,000 points. The first to hit 0 loses. Winners of each guild league match will receive tons of diamonds and random card rewards based on their rank. Even in defeat, participating members will still earn smaller amounts of diamonds with random cards. Due to limited guild slots in this test, not all adventurers will be able to join guild league matches. For those unable to join due to server limits or connection issues, compensation will be issued. Okay, this is interesting. It looks like the guild wars will no longer be War of Imperium based. They're going to be capture the flag based. So it's going to be like Warsong Gulch and WoW with points. You capture their flag, take it to your stronghold, they drop in points. First person to hit 0 points loses. I guess whoever got the most kills, whoever got the most points, there's going to be a ranking ladder to your performance within the Guild War event, and then that will determine how many rewards you receive. That's pretty awesome. This is an innovative and inventive way to run War of Imperium. And it's going to be 40 players, so big guilds, 40 versus 40 guild PvP. Capture the flag. That's going to be interesting. Test events. Community supply vote begins to improve the experience. During the Pioneer test, the Kafra Corporation is launching weekly community supply vote events. Each week, all adventurers can vote for the item they want most from the Kafra shop supply list. At the end of the vote, our lovely Kafra staff will tally the results and deliver the top voted item to everyone following the week. So I think this is going to be ruled either by who controls most of the same class, or if everyone can work as a community to vote on a non-class specific item that can benefit everyone, and that wins the vote, and that becomes the Kafra reward. I'm very curious to see how they're going to do this. Pioneer test missions. During the Pioneer test, Operations teams will be releasing a series of exclusive adventure missions. Get them done and receive ultra rare limited rewards as the game launches officially. Okay, so they're going to have like little missions, participate in one full guild league match and clear any 110 player. Okay, cool. So it looks like they're going to give you a mission again, very much driven to get you to participate in the guild war and the raid. That's what they want you to do in this beta. They're offering you rewards for each of those activities and quest rewards for completing those activities. Mission 2, take part in War of Imperium. Okay. That's awesome. I'm really glad that this is a thing. This right here says that not only will there be a Guild League match, which is going to be Capture the Flag, but the original War of Imperium that we all know and love in this game will be back. They're going to have WoW and they're going to have Capture the Flag 40-man Guild versus Guild. This is freaking awesome, dude. And you get
Capture the Flag?
Yeah, so I said it earlier, but it's like a 3,000 point system where you go 40 versus 40. You have to go into the enemy territory, get the flag, take it back like Warsong Gulch. Everybody starts with 3,000 points. And essentially, whoever gets the 0 points first loses. You take points from the other team by returning their flag to your base. And then there's rewards based on performance, how many points you earn, how many people you killed, stuff like that. Mission 3, join Siege and clear any 5-player dungeon. Okay, so they want you to do 5-player dungeon. They want you to do the raid. They want you to do the Guild League, which is to capture the flag, and they want you to do War of Imperium. Those are the 4 activities that you should be looking forward to in this beta and the creators that you watch for it. A bonus reward, complete all 3 missions to receive an extra surprise pack worth $100. A powerful boost for your official launch adventure. That's crazy, bro. They need to open this up to like this is there's no way. If they don't open the friend code Pioneer test.
They use USD, right? It's not it's not like another currency, it's in USD.
Yeah, it's US dollar. Yeah, but that's because it's a universal currency, like everywhere. But it's crazy, man. Like, there's no way that you can give all these things, bro, to people and not include NA or EU. This is crazy. Like, they have to.
I was getting at.
They have to offer an NA launch.
Maybe they're just afraid of that American criticism. Like, people would just come in and just completely dog their game, and like set a firestorm. Which I get it. Like, a big streamer comes in, plays the game, and immediately strikes it down, even if they have like, a couple thousand viewers, and then like the game is dead in the water,
Yeah, like, that could really deter it. I think that they should scour YouTube and find creators that are really excited about the game and really love the game, like me or other people that have a higher viewership that are really about this game. And they should try to work with us. They should try to give us a code and try to get us to positively push their game, because we will, because we love the franchise, we love the IP. But I think they have to open this up for NA, bro. That's crazy. You can't just give Asia all of this shit, bro, and say that you're going to wipe the accounts, and then if they do these 3 missions on the beta test, that they're going to be able to port over a special item worth $100 that is more than likely not going to be available during the full game's launch. Like, they have to run an NA release as well and give us the opportunity to compete for these things and to earn this reward as well, or people are going to be really pissed. Like, if you only offer this to Asia, you are going to lose the NA community or the EU community, because that's kind of bullshit, So I hope that Asia's getting the first release, and then we'll get ours, And then, important notes. Our rewards will be delivered after the official game launch. Adventurers must keep their Joymaker accounts. You'll need to log in with the same account after launch to receive your rewards. Rewards will be sent to the mailbox of the first character created under your Joymaker account. Each Joymaker account can only receive each reward once, even if multiple characters complete the mission. My question to you, B, what's the first character you're going to level? An archer? I think I'm going to go the rough route, and I'm going to make an acolyte first. I'm going to turn my acolyte into a monk. I'm going to turn my monk into a champion, and then I'm going to turn into a Sura. I want to go straight for the MVP, straight for the whoa one shots. Like I want to go
now though. You know, I don't know. It could be different with the skills.
Yeah, but it looks like they're porting over most of the same skills and the classes will play the same. So I think I'm going to level a monk, bro. That's what I really want to level. And then as my second class, I'll level an archer just for the hunting. A rogue, yeah. So you want to go assassin, bro. You can go rogue, but assassin is
all the
better.
way.
Assassin, bro. You'll pretty much be a novice, then you'll turn into a thief, then you'll turn into an assassin, then you turn into assassin cross, and then the last one is a guillotine cross. I think that's what they're called. But it's going to go hard, bro. Well, that's our video. I hope you guys enjoyed all the updates. Go ahead and register for the beta if you haven't already, especially, well, I guess the Asia keys are already given out. But I'll keep an eye out as soon as they drop any more information. I'm super excited about this game. As soon as they say anything about opening it up to NA, your boy's going to be in there like swimwear. I will fully be covering this game on my YouTube channel. So videos like this, every time they drop an update, I'm going to drop an update. On the 12th, I'm going to check the times. And when creators are live streaming this, I am definitely going to be in here doing commentary on it because I really want to know what it's going to be like for if they do drop an NA friend code. I already kind of know how it works, what the skills are like, what class I want to play, how to play said class. I think if we're able to get into an NA test, I'm going to be a healer. I'm going to go the priest route and try to play support and then see if I can get some other people to link up with me. But I will definitely be a Ragnarok Online 3 creator for a fact, bro. I'm dying to play this game. The two games that I'm most looking forward to playing in the future are Row 3 and Chrono Odyssey. Those are two games that I want to dive into, but I am most excited about this game. This is decades in the making, bro. I've been dying for a game like this to come out and drop. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Like, subscribe, drop something in the comments. Let me know what you think. And I'll catch you on the next one.